Alright guys, welcome back to the 76 Idle Adventure. So the hype is real a little bit. We are very close towards our first anniversary on the game. It's crazy that it's been almost a year since the official launch of the game. If you don't want to know the exact date, I believe it's not next Monday. It's the 11th of August, I believe it is, on the Monday. And then going until the 12th is when we're going to get the character. And the big question right now is, well, who is it going to be? Now, we'll start with the obvious one, and that is the one ESCANOR, which I still think is going to be the first anniversary. But we're going to play a little bit of devil's advocate a little bit and talk about what Grand Cross is doing alongside the little potential that, well, what if it actually is not the one ESCANOR, but instead Assault Mod MELIODAS, because of the recent things we just saw come towards the game. If you'd have asked me a few months ago about who I thought it would have been, it definitely would have been the one ESCANOR. But with the rapid release here, if anything, it almost as Idle is telling us, saying, hey, we are preparing for Assault Melee. We got back-to-back actual Commandment characters. And if you watch my last video with Draw, it was a pretty decent character. He felt like he was like one of the final pieces needed towards the actual Commandment theme. I mean, they still need a lot, right? But like now with him with the actual, you know, increased damage, so you can never replace the Leah, and also as well getting the reset cooldowns and commandments. I'm like, okay, this is like, all we need now is a melee and maybe like one buffer, and like the team is perfect, right? But one thing I'll talk about next is, well, our next actual Transcendence character. So if you've not been doing your daily Transcendence, I might have missed like 1 or 2 days by accident, but if you've been doing it, your MELIODAS should be, by the time the new character comes out, should be upwards to, would that be 11 star basically, which is actually, to be fair, a good spot to have him. Even right now, he's decent. I do think, and we'll do a little bit of review of this MELIODAS later on, probably within the next few days now, because I do want to test him again. He's, like, the stat-wise are insane. Like, look at all these stats, 42k accuracy, almost 2 million attack, might be even the highest in the game. I think Assault Melee is like 1.8. Not Assault Melee, Berserk MELIODAS is 1.8. The only problem is that the Transcendence was based off this character, and already lost fame when he first came out, wasn't the greatest character. So, well, who's in the character? I think there's 2 people they could do, really, or 3. And I guess the first one, once again, kind of following Grand Cross a little bit, it is ESCANOR. Getting Transcendent ESCANOR would be very, very cool. But if we're getting the one ESCANOR, do you really want to be getting Transcendence, you know, ESCANOR alongside with him? I mean, you can use both together, and it's kind of fine, but probably not right. The next one, which it could be, is the actual Light Elizabeth. She, not that she needs to get it, but I do know, I think Grand Cross, I think the second LR character was the literally one of the Elizabeths, right? And does she need it? Not really, because, I mean, obviously she's good, right? But it almost felt like she was the replacement, and instead we then got Goddess Elizabeth, who is like just the, not the same character, but, and I feel like you might want to use her. I mean, granted, she still has a shield, so she's still obviously very, very good. And, I mean, even now, she's still really good, right? PP, you can see right now, on a PP, just normal content, especially when you're versus ESCANOR, these Nightmare Stages. She's like a must here, because these ESCANOR ultimates nuke you. Fortunately, I'm still dying, even with the shield. Barn could also be the next character, just to give him more of a DPS, because we only have, like, 2 Barns in this game, that being the actual Dark Fighter one, who is a support character. And, yeah, a lot of people like, I mean, I still use Barn, I think. Am I still using my team? I'm not current now. I probably should take off Merlin and put Barn in, because Barn should, like, he gets up there, got really good he's got okay stats, but, you know, you get the attack lower, gives you some energy as well. It's like not the worst. But let's go on the theory that we are going to be getting, let's say, Assault Mod MELIODAS, right? Oh, we actually cleared it. Then, well, we could be getting a new Transcendence for a Commandment character. Grey Road probably doesn't need it. She's very, very good right now. Maybe in PvP is a bit different. You might not want to use it too much. I would have said Monspeed, actually. I think if you were watching my prediction videos, I think I said Monspeed probably needs a replacement. And to be fair, the new one we got is just a better version. He's kind of in the same situation where, like, he's slightly better way. I mean, he gets the reset cooldown. He doesn't get the actual, you know, crit lower, but he does give some buffs and gives you the energy. So he's kind of similar a little bit in the way that the old Monspeed worked. So it can't be Draw. It can't be Monspeed. It can't be Melascula, probably, because we have the new one as well. Can't be Derriere. Galland, getting a Transcendent Galland would be pretty good. Kind of go in the same situation as how we had the actual, like, I guess, Sin Barn, the OG Barn. Good single target DPS. His kit was actually okay. He was one of the better DPS at the time. I think people argue he might have been the best DPS, like single target DPS on the release of the game. Obviously, he kind of died when obviously Assault Melee came out, because even though he had AoE skills, he was still by far the best blue DPS. So I wouldn't mind a Galland to give some more, like, actual single target DPS. I mean, you could say Fraudrin, but they're probably not going to do Fraudrin. And even then, Galland's kind of stretching it, because you feel like they have to do, like, the important characters. So I'm not entirely sure. Guys, let me know in the comments below who you think the actual Transcendence character is. But I do think whoever the Transcendence character character is probably not going to complement the actual release of whoever the character is. Like, if it's Escanor, we're going to get Escanor. I don't think we're going to get a sim buffer. I mean, you could argue we could get a new Merlin. Okay, so now we'll jump a little bit over towards the actual Grand Cross side, because if you lot hadn't seen, they actually said in the dev notes that they're doing a joint celebration with Idle Adventure, where they're going to do what they've done in the past, where you have a like gem code login, where if you log into Grand Cross, you get 3k gems and Rs. Maybe they increase it towards 10k because 3k is a little bit low. And if you also log in this game, you then get like 30 diamonds on the Grand Cross game, which is yeah, kind of cool. But then it also made me realize, and I kind of just remembered from the leaks that we got, Grand Cross so Grand Cross is getting a character like the 7th of August, and we're not going to get ours until the 11th of August. And I imagine the cross promotion will happen when our anniversary actually starts here, because if you lot don't know who they're getting, it has been leaked, it's going to be Assault Mode Meliodas. Yes, they are getting Assault Mode Meliodas. So I want to bring the possibility, is there a possibility that we get Assault Mode Meliodas, like how this pattern of back-to-back-to-back commandments have been happening, and instead of getting the Assault Melee that we're expecting, the one on screen now, which to be fair is just normal Assault Melee, what if we get the one from Grand Cross? That would be kind of crazy. Actually, to be fair, I wouldn't mind that too much, depending on how the new Assault Melee looks. Right now, we're thinking it's going to be like some sort of summer character, and it would be pretty weird to get the based Assault Melee, but in like a seasonal outfit. We didn't get a summer character, so that might be the reason why. But yeah, outside of Assault Melee, to be fair, I wouldn't mind if Grand Cross and Idle Adventure start doing that in the future, and like some celebrations where we get the same character released on both games. That would be kind of cool. But also, if they just get Assault Melee, and then we just get Assault Melee to celebrate, hey, look, both games are getting Assault Melees, even though theirs is a little bit different. But I think also as well, going back towards what I think for the one Escanor, I think it's actually pretty cool they are getting Assault Melee, and if we do actually get the one Escanor, right? Because then that means we kind of got that pattern of the one Escanor versus Assault Melee, the notorious battle on obviously Series Sins, and just the entire history of, I guess, Grand Cross as well, right? They are like a duo. So I do think it could be a very cool like promotion where people in Grand Cross see, oh look, we just got Assault Melee. They see, oh, log in towards this game, they get 30 diamonds. They're trying to summon for Assault Melee. They log into our game, and then we get the one Escanor. There's like that cool back and forth of it. So I do think that's like perfect timing. And I wonder if they planned that a little bit, because I mean, Idle Adventure, because Grand Cross hadn't done anything with Assault Melee within like the last like what? Like 4 years. It's been like 4 years since you want a character, so that could be a very much a coincidence, or that could be intentional. But if it is intentional, that's very, very cool from both teams. I've always said though, I cannot wait to see Assault Melee and also the one Escanor in the game, mainly because, well, it is kind of like a new character in a sense, right? Like if you look at, especially for obviously the Escanor, it's the one form is a whole different model change. Assault Melee is, it's different, but like it is, if anything, you could just like edit this image right here and then add some effects onto him. So like you could argue it's like a new character, right? Where like, no, for us, it's gonna be a full model change. Which, when was the last time we got like a full-on brand new character in the game? I'm trying to remember. It's like we have been just getting like costumes, even like, so for example, like Infinity Merlin, it is just like normal Merlin, just with an outfit. You can see the pose is the exact same, which is obviously fair. That's how it should be, right? I guess it might have been Fat King. I think he might have been the last one. So seeing it both with Assault Melee and one Escanor, especially one Escanor, is going to be so cool. I did say as well, especially looking towards the Merlin, is her ultimate, if you look what she does, she pulls everyone in, right, with the ultimate, which I did say could, if anything, be, not the ultimate, it's the tier 2 skill, right, could be used for the one Escanor, because the one Escanor is a bit weird. In Grand Cross, you had a single target character, just literally 4 single targets, but his ultimate could spread onto someone else if you defeat an enemy with that death damage, right? Where for us, I could see it being a straight line, because he does like the, you know, Divine Sword Escanor. Escanor's model would be pretty big, actually, to be fair. So, like, him doing a straight line could be like a small circle in front of him. So, having Merlin to build a pull characters in could be the reason why Merlin released before the Escanor, because it does feel weird that this Merlin came out before, yeah, the one Escanor. The one Escanor was like season 3. This is technically like season 5. But in terms of Assault Meliodas, when will he release? So we do get festival level characters every 2 months, right? So it is very possible we could see 2 months later, we just get Assault Melee. But like I've been saying, the rapid release a little bit of them trying to quickly get the commandments up to speed with the back-to-back-to-back, you know, commandment characters, it is leading me a little bit to believe that something's going to come out sooner than we think. So it's very possible we could get the one Escanor to release 1 month, and then just like Grand Cross, we then 1 month later get an actual back-to-back festival character. The reason why they did that in Grand Cross, and they still do it towards this day, is only for the November festival and a New Year festival, right? Where for us, ours not really lining up And obviously, they are not going to release a Sop Meli as like a standard character. He's definitely going to be a festival. And honestly, I don't want to say it would be a bad thing. It could be very, very cool. We have never gotten 2 characters released on one banner. Or maybe even just 2 banners to release to get side by side, right? The only time technically was with the launch of the game. We got, you had the Barn, you had the Lost Fame Meli one, but Barn was there for the beta people. So, but for your new play, there was technically like 2 active banners. That isn't a rerun, which you could argue, you know, it could be a rerun. Oh, so they really Zeldris too. I didn't realize that either. Like, yeah, it really feels like they're releasing a Sop Meli, you know, because you really want Drew and Zeldris. But yeah, it would be pretty cool if they want to, because they know everyone's got a lot of diamonds. They do 2 banners, a Sop Meli and also the one ESCANOR, 2 separate, so you have to spend 250k on the one ESCANOR and 250 on the actual Sop Meli. And they know everyone's been saving, right? You can see right now we have like 1 million diamonds, and even if they did that, I don't think it'd be even that bad, at least for me, because obviously I do have 1 million diamonds, 250k on ESCANOR, 250k on the Sop Meli, and even if they drop the Grand Summon banner too, that's another 250k. That's only 750k. But that's because we have been saving for a while, and I do realize, now I've seen you lot comments, I know you lot have gotten quite a lot as well, but the idea of spending like 750k on like one banner could be crazy. But also, the very likelihood here, for like final predictions, is we probably are going to just get the one ESCANOR, and then also get the Grand Summon banner, which will be 250k again. So we will need like 500k for the actual anniversary. But if they do drop, you know, a Sop Meli 1 month later, that will be kind of good for them, I think, because then they can make probably likely a bit more money, because everyone's probably going to go crazy on the Grand Summon banner. So if they get everyone to spend all the diamonds on the Grand Summon banner, like if they don't drop a Sop Meli and we don't get any leaks towards them or anything like that, not that we get that much leaks in the game anyway, then I'm pretty likely going to spend 500k on that banner, boys. We're going to go quite deep, and I see most of you lot as well. But yeah, I don't venture really free to play, man. I've been saying it. It's like I haven't had to spend money in the game for a long time, and we still have like 1 million diamonds. Granted, obviously, they do give me some diamonds, but I don't think they even gave me any this month or last month. So they might need to milk us a bit more. Not in a bad way, but in a way that like, okay, we can get some good progression going on. So, guys, you can wrap up the video. Let me know your prediction. A little bit of ramble, but I'm excited for the actual anniversary. Can't wait to see his characters in game, especially the one ESCANOR. I want to see how he plays and what he actually does, because, yeah, single target characters in this game are, like, decent. Like, you are like Zeldris. Pretty cool, but let's be honest, you want AoEs, and even if the ESCANOR, the one, has got a pretty decent small circle, or like just some sort of straight line with a actual big nuke from his ultimate, then he could still be good, but you want some AoEs from that, the tier 2 skills as well. We have to wait and see. And then also getting a new Transcendence character. There's gonna be a lot of content to cover. So guys, thank you for watching, and yeah.